One of the main reasons I love coaching, and I'm, proud when I get results with clients, is when I'm able to help them feel more purposeful in their life and in their careers on a daily basis, and kind of re-engage them towards aliveness and towards full satisfaction. Purpose is one of these things that we all need as human beings, that usually we are all driven by that, but sometimes it requires more intentionality than what we believe to actually find purpose or be able to feel purposeful on a daily basis. And I hear sometimes from clients, oh, you know what, I don't have a purpose, or I don't really know what is my big mission in life yet, or I want to find one, but I started somewhere and I'm not sure yet if it's the right direction for me. And sometimes I also hear clients telling me, you know what, I felt purposeful already in my life before, but it has been for a while that I feel a bit lost, or it doesn't feel the same way. I'm not as passionate as I used to be. Or they tell me, yes, I have a great purpose in my career, but when I look at my life, my relationships, there is nothing, or I don't have hobbies, or that type of thing. So sometimes it's all about finding how you can articulate purpose you found in one area of your life and bringing it back to the other one. And when I go into conversations with clients or on purpose, I usually help them navigate through a couple of steps that I also want to share with you if you recognize yourself in one of these situations. Step number one is very easy, easy one if you stick to it. It's just a simple mindset reframe. There are two big myths that I'm hearing when I discuss purpose. The first one is that purpose is seen as something that you can have or something that you can find. And that means that obviously if you have it, you can lose it, or if you can find it, then maybe you have not found it yet. And this is actually not the case. Purpose is something that you can create. That's something that is under your control to actually bring into your days. And it's not something that you can lose because you can always recreate them as well. So this is the first mindset shift. Purpose, something that you can create and you can also cultivate on a daily basis to stay purposeful. And the second big mindset shift I always help clients with as well is what purpose is. Because sometimes purpose is seen as, oh, I need to have my entire life figured out until the end of my days, and I need to have just one mission and stick to it and be super passionate about it, and that's what is going to make me feel purposeful until I die. And this is very, very high expectation for yourself there. So you can drop it, because purpose is not necessarily that. Purpose, when you wake up and you have a purposeful day, it's not because you've been necessarily, super aligned with your biggest mission in life, but it's probably because you showed up in the way you felt satisfied with, you did things that you found enjoyable, meaningful, where you were so productive and able to create something that you were satisfied with, and you were so clear that there was an impact about what you did. There was some result that you were able to see, tangible results. So this is what purpose is. Purpose is this mix of your behaviors, your actions, and the results you are creating out of that. And obviously, if all of that is aligned with what you know is the best version of you, what you know is super contribution you want to make, you're going to feel purposeful. So that's the two mindset reframe. Purpose is something you can create, and purpose is not something that is necessarily a big idea. It can be just the way you show up, the way you act, and what you are trying to create as an impact on a daily basis. So this is the first step. Second step that I dive in with clients is basically what I call follow the breadcrumbs. It's an expression to say basically that you probably know already how to feel purposeful on a daily basis. You probably know that because you probably experienced that as well before. And if you think back in your life when there were moments where you felt there was a sense of flow, or there was a sense of, well, I'm in the right place with the right people, I'm doing the right thing, I'm using the right skills, I feel engaged, I feel that, it's just enjoyable, it's fun, it's flowing, it's really nice. This is moments where you are feeling purposeful already. So think about that in your life. When there were phases where you felt like this, what was happening? What were the conditions? Maybe what were the environment, the people? What really helps you feel that purposeful? And on the opposite as well, you can think, okay, right now, maybe I don't feel purposeful. What's missing for you? Or what do you think is creating this lack of purpose? Because then you can do the opposite and get some purpose back. So this is really something where I would love you to explore and really go deep and really make a list. and keep this list ongoing of all the things that make you feel purposeful on a daily basis. For me, for instance, it's having deep conversation with human beings. I feel purposeful. When I also see that my clients are getting results and we got a good coaching session, I feel purposeful. That type of things that can actually just help you pinpoint straight away. Okay, I'm helping somebody. I feel purposeful, for instance. So this is your step number 2, and step number 3 is the obvious one, is connecting the dots. So you can create purpose. It doesn't have to be a big thing for your entire life, and you now know exactly that what are the conditions to actually feel purposeful. So the idea is just bring that together. So if you say, for instance, okay, for me, having deep conversation with people is one of the things that make me feel purposeful, no matter what is the content of a conversation, obviously. That means, okay, I want to feel purposeful today. Okay, who am I going to talk to? Who is going to be my next conversation? How can I put more of this in my week? And just having this intentionality of thinking, okay, I know my conditions to feel purposeful, I'm going to create them. If for you, for instance, you feel purposeful when you have a super productive day where you are delivering quality work, okay, then how can I create these productivity levels that help me feel purposeful as well? Or maybe it's also linked to your energy. Or like, when I have great social interactions and great fun with my friends, then I go do some work, I feel super purposeful in the work. That might be just because you have the right energy conditions. So, just really think about what it means for you to be purposeful and how you can bring that through your days. And that means creating more what makes you feel purposeful, but also integrating that in the activities where right now you're like, that doesn't feel purposeful for me. Okay, what I do in my job is boring right now. Okay, but I know I feel purposeful when I can help others. Okay, then I'm going to look at the way, okay, this is a situation, I don't really enjoy it. How can I bring something that makes me feel purposeful? How can I help somebody there? Try to see the opportunities once you know what are your key ingredients for purpose, and bring them on a daily basis to whatever you do. So these were the steps. Reframe your mindset around purpose. Don't put super high pressure on you. Just make sure you show up, take action, and have the impact you want every day. Make sure you know what makes you feel purposeful, and make sure that then you go and create it on a daily basis, as much as you want and as much as you can to be on top of your game. And if you feel that, wow, actually, I understand what she's saying, but I am not sure how to do that in practice, or I will need somebody to help me figure out what is really helping me feel purposeful, feel free to book a clarity session with me. I'm going to put the link down below. And you can book 60 minutes with me, and we can go through that and discuss together and help you see with more clarity what can be your next purpose actions.